Welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is Material Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we are going to finish, in quotes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to camera 3 here, and we're going to go over there and we're going to work on the layout. So I'll see you there in a second. Okay, so we're here working on the static grass, and you can see I've got already some of it done. I've got the camera really close here so I can swing this around and show you. I've got some of it really done. You can see the glue there. What I'm using is WW Scenics basing glue for static grass. And I'm also going to be using Liquitex matte medium as well for smaller areas for gluing. And I'm going to use a brush to put that glue down. So we're just going to continue on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top of this hill. So pin in there. Now what I'm using is 4 mil patchy grass. Again, from the folks at WW Scenics. So we'll load that up. Now there's going to be a couple of layers here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit, I'm going to stop, let the glue dry, come back, and we'll do some more. But I just wanted you to see how I go about doing this. So, I can't remember where I got the static grass applicator from. It doesn't have there. It doesn't have, it might be the same as, it might be WW Scenics, the same. So, we'll see. So, what do we do here? I'm just double checking that we're, yeah, okay. So, we're going to take the glue. And spread it out like that. Put the lid back on the bottle. Put it over here so it's out of the way. I'm going to grab, I use acid brushes. The brushes you use when you're soldering pipes and stuff. That's what I use for spreading the glue on these. Now you can see that I'm not trying to cover the whole thing. I'm going to leave some splotchy parts. And I'm going to get a little bit more glue. There. I'll put a link to their Warworld's webpage so that if you want to buy this stuff, you can. Alrighty, here we go. So if you're familiar with static grass, you take your applicator, you put a pin in the ground where you're going to put the grass, and I always find it better to use this applicator on, hang on, I just got the power cable is wrapped around something here. I don't want that. So, and you turn it upside down. And is it on? David, did you turn it on? Yes, I did. And now you just shake it over the area that you want the grass to go. I shake it on, and then I come back over top and get the shaker as close to the the grass, and that makes it stand up, the static. The closer you are to your surface, the more likely it is to stand up. Now, the stuff that's on the road here, obviously there's no glue, so it's not going to stick. And I'm going to come back and do a little bit more down the middle. All right. We'll turn this off. And now I'm going to switch to dead grass. And it's 4 mil tall. And it's in clumps, so you've got to break it apart. I'll show you. They come in. It comes in balls like that. Can you see that? Yeah, just right there at the top of the picture. So I've got a plastic spoon here to move it around. So here we go. So again, unscrewing the lid here and putting the static grass in the applicator. And did I leave it turned on? Yes, I did, which means that I've got to be careful here because I'll end up chalking myself. So we'll just all right, so just turn this off. Oh, it was off. That's why we weren't getting any action. Okay, put this back down here and turn it on. This makes the 4 mil grass stand up a little bit more. And we'll take this and put it up here and do the same thing again. There we go. Now they make also another glue that you can put over top of this, but I'm going to use my Liquitex mixture because I think it's just as thin as the stuff that they sell, so we're okay to go there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish putting the grass out here. We'll call it quits. You don't have to watch all of this all the time here. And then we will continue on. Oh, just one more thing. Get yourself one of these. This is a small vacuum cleaner. Now, lots of people use their regular vacuum cleaner, or as you say across the pond, your Hoover, and they put a pair of tights over this to catch the excess grass. Well, I only use this particular device for vacuuming up static grass, and it collects in here. There's a wonderful little filter in here, and it just makes it so much easier. So I'll just show you here. I'm just gonna back the zoom out on this so you get to see more. Here. So here's the vacuum cleaner. The front end comes off, like that. It's got a filter inside. And so now, I'll just prep the applicator. And just take the filter out. Knock the excess off the filter. And then there's loads of static grass in the container, which means you can recover your static grass and do it over again. Like I say, it's just the filter goes back inside. There. And now I've recovered more again, and you just keep on going like this. So we're going to call it, we're going to stop this part of the video here, and we will then continue on with, we're going to put the fencing in and some other detailed stuff on. All right, so it's time to install the lights on this thing. So I have these tall industrial lights. They're from a company called Funtrying, I think it is. They're Chinese. These are 40 feet scale tall, so they might be a little oversized, but for what I'm doing and for the sometimes not being so completely prototypical. So first, I drill a hole. The next thing I do is I take this plastic tube and stick it down in here. And now I'm going to go look underneath. And yes, I can see it. So it sticks out just enough. I'm actually going to take my little awl here and I'm going to push it down a little bit more. So the next thing is to run the wires down through the baseboard. So the first thing I do is take the red and the blue and tangle them together. That makes it easier to put into the hole and send down. So I got to get the points pointing the same way. There. It was not difficult to do, really. He says this is not going through like it did before. There we go. So at this point, you can see that there's they've taken the double wires for each light and join them together. So there's just two wires going out through the baseboard. But the hole is not big enough to take the shrink wrap. So what I have to do is go underneath and separate the wires. Now I've got the blue one in my hand and I'm pulling it down and in. And now, okay, so that's pretty well down and in. So now I want to go grab the red one and pull it, because you can pull them down separately, but you can't pull them down together. Now that tube gives the light something to, whoops, almost tripped and fell here. Gives that light something to sit into that you can super glue it to. So, the next step. Super glue. And I grab it. And now, I've got these precision squares. And take a piece of green tape. Oops, I'm trying to get this so it's square. Hold on. I forgot I have to have it on a certain side. There we go. So there's two, and they're fairly straight up and down. And now I got to figure out. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. So where are we going to do this? We'll put this one, next one. And I have no idea whether this is going to go through or whether this is going to hit a cross member down there. Right. And now another plastic tube. Now these tubes are from Evergreen modeling plastic. They okay. There's that caught on something. Let me see. Oh, Lord. Give me a second here. I got to move some crap to get underneath here and see what's happened here, because it appears that I may have hit something. At one point I did have a tape measure. Anyway. We're going to skip that one and we're going to move on to the next one. And I'll figure that out off camera. So the last one, and I'm just going to move that out of the way. I don't want to wreck those. The last one, I'm just going to move the camera forward here so you could see where I'm at. There. And the last light is going over here where the fuel is. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's definitely hit another one. So we're going to be puttying some holes here and moving some lights. So what do I do? What do I do? Okay. That went in there fine. So the joys of building baseboards before you really plan your layout. So let's try it the other way. Single wire at a time. I usually don't do it this way. I usually just climb underneath here again and see where that's coming out. There it is. I got things tangled up here. That's how I'm going to do it. All right. Reach under here and pull the one I just put in out. Let's see if that worked. It did. So now I can pull this wire down. I'm just gonna check again up here, because you see that's exactly why it's not working, because it's wrapped around the damn thing over here. And now I gotta put more super glue. There's always something. always something. Okay, now I'm going to pull the red, and then I'm going to pull the black. Get them through here. Okay, we're going to put super glue down there, and that's it. Now, we had the problem over here where this is hitting something, and I'll bet you, yeah, it's right in line with that. So we tried the other side. We just make more holes until we get it through. I think so. Let's see. Okay, last one. We'll call it quits for the day. So again, taking the one wire and putting it in the tube. Now, the reason for the tube is to make this easier, although it isn't looking like it's easier right now, is it? I should have my glasses on. Okay, there's one. And there's two. We'll pull on the blue one first. We'll get it in there like that. It's always fun working underneath the layout, isn't it? You see, again, damn thing gets caught on something. Okay, now let's see. We're going to lay this down so it's sitting somewhere not going to get hooked on something. And there we go. So now, again, some super glue and one of these things. And this time I'm going to plan it a bit better. Okay. And there we go. We have all four lights in place. And I'm not going to waste time showing you, with you watching just the facility and me underneath the layout, hooking up all the wires. But we'll call it quits for there. And I got to do some repairing over here, I think. Or no, it's self-adhesive and it's stuck back again, so that's okay. And you can see I've got some vacuuming to do here with the static grass. So you can see the whole facility with the big red things in the way. And you can see that down here there's bushes and trees and static grass. And the same with up here in the corner. I'll just swing it around so you can see it. And so what we've got left to do is the fencing. Okay, so here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to install this fencing. I think I might back the camera out a bit more so you can see more. There we go, that's a little bit better. So I buy this this chain link fence from James Train Parts, and if I remember correctly, this is a British company or a British supplier. But I think if you put James's Train Parts in a search, you'll come up with the website where you can buy this chain link fence. So what I've done here is I'm using my magnet holders to hold the chain link fence where I want it to be. And I'm going to take a little bit of, hold on, he says he can't do it. Come on. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll do it this way. It's going to be finicky. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to take a little bit of super glue and put it on this plastic container. That's the bottom of this plastic container. Can you see that? You can just barely see it. It's over here. This is the container I'm talking about, right there. Now I'm going to take some super glue and I'm going to dab it down on the little posts that go into the ground. You know what? I should have my glasses on. I might have to go get them. We'll see. We'll just keep applying a little bit of glue. All right, we're going to leave that like that. I'm not going to glue the end until this is set up here. And we're going to do the same here. I'm doing this last because obviously this is the most, it's not the finicky part of this that I do. It's the fact that it will be so easy to break or bend these all right. Now, carefully run some glue down here. And bring this and put it in place. And now I'll take a little bit more glue. The problem with the chain link fence is that the glue is going to fill in parts of the chain link. So there we go. So now I'm going to bring this over here. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. It is finicky. Oh. Go back and put it. I'm not putting glue on every one of the posts. I'm just putting enough glue on to hold the fence upright. And again, you know, there. Okay, I will finish the corner and off camera. So that pretty well brings us to a finish here with the with this, and I will show you some. I'll show you the pictures of it with it all lit up and everything. So we're going to leave that super glue to dry up, and I'll remove the magnets when I later on today to make sure, and just pray to God that everything is stuck the way it should have. So I want to thank you for watching today. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to thank all of the my subscribers. As I've said before, I don't do it to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I just do it for myself and for anybody else who's interested in it. So, as always, take care of your family, take care of yourself, and remember, it's your railroad and you can build it any way you want. And I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye for now.